And you mentioning inside that there is a call, that's calling that everything is going to this fourth industrial revolution. And the guy who wrote the book about this is Klaus Schwab, ex-chief of the World Economic Forum. What is his role in this exactly of this World Economic Forum?
Well, the World Economic Forum and the UN both are working together to set up a global government to try to subvert the sovereignty of all the nations of the world in the name of doing good. Oh, we're going to end hunger. We're going to end gender inequality. We're going to, take care of the planet. We're going to provide fresh water to everyone. All these good, nice sounding goals, but give us your power. Give us all the power, and then we'll take care of this. And then the problem is with the technologies that actually could be possible, that a very, very, very tiny elite could rule the world and monitor. They do plan on wanting to kill off 80+% of the population to make it a little bit easier herd to manage. But a global government, that's not even a real thing, because this would be an unelected body. And if they're unelected, then the people would have no power to remove them from their positions. So we need to reject all of this. In fact, even the EU itself, the European Union, is a step in that direction of subverting nations and national sovereignties. And we need to get away from all of that and give more power back into people. This is an American principle, but it's a principle of decentralization, where it's people, it's the individual, it's families, it's local communities that manage their own affairs to the greatest extent possible. That's the antidote to this globalization and this fourth industrial revolution, well, at least a part of it.
And they're giving one example, and everybody thinks that is a good example because they are really developed in the last 30 years, and it's China. And we see there in China really huge development of technology. People are more wealthy than ever before. They take out of poverty lots of people. But what we don't see, can you tell us what we don't see from this side of development in China?
Yeah. So in China, and especially in a lot of the urban areas, what it's spreading and throughout America, and I know Europe too, these 15-minute cities where they want people to be able to access. It sounds really good. They're going to access everything they need within 15 minutes of walking. But what it is in China, it's basically an open-air prison that people are living in. They're a big building, and there are a few little services around and about. But to get out of that, you got to have your retina scanned. If you're on some bad list, let's say you jaywalked or crossed a street in not the right area, or some minor infraction, you have a ding against you. Let's say you said the wrong thing on social media, another ding. Your social credit score goes down. Now you can't travel. Now you can't get a train ticket. Now you are stuck in your 15-minute city, essentially a prisoner. Now, let's say you're going to have to pay more for groceries because you're on the bad list. So China has this very, very strict control grid with this social credit. And unfortunately, most of their citizens are going along with it and, think it's a good thing. And that type of system is being built out for all of us as well. And we need to reject it. We need to encourage free speech. We need to encourage people to express views that we don't agree with. That's paramount to having a free society.
And this development of artificial intelligence will bring us very soon in a society where lots of people will lose their jobs. And they predicted this, and they said they will bring up universal basic income. And this universal basic income will come in a digital form, on a digital wallet, on a digital ID. That means people will more be dependent on state.
Yes. And then again, if you're on the bad list, you've said the wrong thing on social media. Now, let's say with your CBDC, your digital currency that you get from the state, now you're going to have to pay twice as much for certain foods, let's say. But people who have a good social credit score will get a better price on whatever foods. And you would have, and it would all be based on an algorithm. You try to go to complain to someone, there's no one to complain to because the algorithm says this is what the price is for you. Or let's say and then now you can't buy a house. The algorithm says, no, you don't qualify for a mortgage to buy a house or a car or whatever. And so it's people who are totally subverted and going with the system and not questioning things. Those would be the people that would have more of the privileges. I mean, it's just insane.